Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aina Nabila binti Muhammad, matrix number 2190370, a student from National Defense University of Malaysia. Before that, excuse my pale face because I'm not feeling well the past few days. So, as usual, we're gonna talk about a different topic today, which is the depressed teen. She was moody and withdrawn.
The Depressed Teen tells a story about a pastor named Reverend Lisa Dunn who trying to help and figure out the problem they faced by a 16-year-old girl named Jean who came out from a Jordan family. Due to the death of her younger brother from leukemia 1 year ago, Jean had become noticeably withdrawn from both family and friends in the past several months. She also less interested in her appearance. Jean had been noticed that she was suffering from depression because of her brother's death. Unfortunately, because of that, Jean started to drinking with a group of older students after school. So, Reverend Dunn and Jean's family decided to talk to Jean about her new behaviors. The pastor used her active listening skill while assessing Jean's emotional state. Then, Jean agreed to see a psychiatrist, Dr. Barbara Miller, who specialized in teenage substance abuse problems. Over the months of therapy, it became clear that Jean had begun to rely on alcohol and was drinking to self-medicate her depression. Jean was successfully treated as outpatient for alcohol abuse and depression. With several months of therapy, the family was able to develop deeper bonding and a renewed faith as they worked together through the crisis. Okay, we move to the next task, which is Ishikawa diagram. The main reason Jean was diagnosed with depression. Okay, here we got the six elements. The first is the measurements. The death of her younger brother is the biggest causes for the depression that had been felt by Jane. She become lack of communication, which is she have a social distancing with her friend, and also her physical appearance become more less. And the environment, she avoid friends in school and likely to be alone. The bonding among the family members becomes apart. For the materials, Jean involved with alcohol at young age and it was a very dangerous for her health. For the method, Jean seems doesn't care about it and use alcohol for her self-medication. Reverend Dunn and Jean family used to bring Jean to see a psychiatrist to solve her problem. For the people, the adolescent or teenager around her influenced her to do the bad things like Jean's senior who was drinking. Jean's parents also seems to not give much attention to Jean. For the machine, Jean doesn't use smartphones to communicate with her friends because she likely to be alone and do not want to be disturbed. Okay, the SWOT analysis in this story is the solution to avoid teenagers from using drugs to help them deal with challenges they are facing in life. So the answer is by using the communication skill. We look for the strength, refer to the parents for any problem at all costs, and parents will be aware of any issues facing by teenager. For the weakness, it will like to act on feelings. Then some parents do not have enough time for their children due to their busy schedule at work. For the opportunity, The adolescents still have a long way to go to live a better life. And also, they will know that they are still appreciated and loved by family and close friends. The tricks that will get is maybe they will meet the wrong friends. And also, bad peers was a huge influencer and determine whether a teenager can turn into a good person or fall into a bad behavior. Situation 1. A classmate has just returned to school after being in the hospital for 2 weeks to deal with a severe attack of depression. She is scared to come back to class out of fear that you may stigmatize her for her mental health challenge.
As a classmate, I need to convince her to come to the class as usual because study is the most important for a student like us. We also need to welcome her well. We need to treat her so that she can feel comfortable with us. When we talk, we need to talk about the happy things only and avoid the things that make she uncomfortable and make her down again.
Situation 2. A friend in your group is struggling with anorexia, which is weight loss that occurs from not eating. Friends in group have noticed this person's weight loss and are worried about her health. Today, all of you plan to talking to your friend.
Firstly, I will ask her what was disturbing her life until she became an anorexia. So then, I will give her some tips what she can do to beat her anorexia.
There are several tips to encounter the anorexia. The first is express your feelings and don't be afraid to ask for help. It is important to make you feel better. The second is if you are feeling low, find things that you can do to calm yourself. The third is write down the positive qualities about yourself. The fourth is learn something new that takes you away from eating disorder. And the last way is keep busy after the meals time. Situation 3. A classmate gets severe panic attacks, especially when a big test is coming up. The teacher has announced that next Friday will be a midterm test. You could see your classmate is already become worried.
What we need to do when we found someone who had a panic attack? We need to calm her first. And then there is a few strategies that we could use to try to stop the panic attack.
So, the strategies to stop the panic attack is: firstly, use deep breath. Secondly, recognize that you are having a panic attack. Third, close your eyes. Fourth, practice mindfulness. Fifth, find a focused object. Sixth, use muscle relaxation techniques. And lastly, 7 is picture your happiness.
So that's all for the video this time. Wherever you are, I hope you are in a safe and healthy condition. Till we meet again to the next video. Goodbye and Assalamualaikum.